One of the most interesting players on the New York Jets roster, Aaron Rodgers, called out, and for a good reason. I'll tell you why he's one of the most important pieces to the New York Jets championship puzzle. It's time to roll.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
What's going on, good people? My name is Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your friggin' podcast. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time offender, make sure you guys like the video coming in and hit subscribe, whether you're watching live or after the fact. We appreciate you either way. We will eventually have an article out on this subject matter at some point today, so keep an eye out for Heavy.com, Heavy on Jets. And the player that Aaron Rodgers pointed out was Javon Kinlaw. And much was made, because that was one of the first free agent moves the New York Jets made back in March, was signing this guy. Let's throw this up on the screen. Good Lord have mercy. Look at Javon Kinlaw. Yeah, he did not skip arm day. That's for sure. Javon Kinlaw coming over here. Now, I will say that the Jets signing Javon Kinlaw, like, that made a lot of sense. Robert Saleh is the head coach of the Jets, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers. He was the defensive coordinator when Javon Kinlaw was selected. He was a former first-round draft choice. There's a lot of connective tissue. Makes a lot of sense on why the Jets signed Kinlaw. The thing that got people going, zoinks? Was the $7.25 million contract. The 6.9 let me get the specifics here. I don't want to over exaggerate here. The 6.91 million of the 7.25 being guaranteed. Now that was surprising. I was like, whoa, Javon Kinlaw, who, he was coming out of college, a very promising player, was a first round draft choice and all those things. But he's dealt with injuries. His rookie year, he plays 14 games. Coming in, old Javon Kinlaw there. He's drafted as the 14th overall pick in 2020 out of South Carolina. He plays 14 games in his first year. Second year, only 4. Third year, only 6. And then this past season, played all 17. You're like, whoa, mama. Ended up with 6 starts, had a career year in like every major statistical category for Javon, with sacks. Let's see, QB hits. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of categories where he popped, but I don't think anyone thought he was going to get that kind of scratch on the open market. But nonetheless, but speaking of that, though, like our good buddy, great friend of the program, Michael Nania, called this move at the time a quote-unquote wild overpay by the New York Jets. And he's one of the most important pieces to the puzzle for the New York Jets, because he is going to be a starter. So people could say what they want about Javon Kinlaw here, there, and everywhere. But he's an important piece to the puzzle. He's going to be starting right next to Quinnen Williams on that defensive line. And when you think about the rest of the talent that's on this unit, there is going to be a really, really good opportunity for Kinlaw to make some noise. And Javon Kinlaw, here's the thing I'll just say off the top. I trust the Jets defensive coaching staff. If there was anyone you could trust, it's the Jets defensive coaching staff. So when they make a move, I no longer go, I don't know about that one. I mean, we'll see if some future move happens where I say that. But I'm going to be honest. When the Jets make a move on defense, I don't go, oh boy, what are they thinking? Because what are they thinking? Quincy Williams, they turned into a first-team All-Pro linebacker who's claimed off of waivers. JFM earned a 4-year deal for $55 million as another waiver wire claim. Tony Adams goes from undrafted free agent to bona fide starter on the New York Jets defense. Solomon Thomas has a career renaissance. He's coming off the most sacks he's ever had in a single season. They've been able to dust him off, okay, and all the moves they've been able to make, drafting Michael Carter II as a random fifth-round draft choice, finding DJ Reed in a horde of free agents that normally get overpaid and they're terrible. They find him. The Jets have just done Bryce Huff, another undrafted free agent. They've just done work. There's just no other way to put it. So when they make a move, especially early in free agency, they wanted this guy. That's what the contract and the money says. The Jets wanted Javon Kinlaw, and they got Javon Kinlaw. I love seeing the Jets' vision because the Jets' vision's been pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So I'm incredibly excited. He's one of the players I'm excited about, and apparently Aaron Rodgers is too. Again, here is the Aaron Rodgers quote of what he said about old Javon Kinlaw here. This was a couple days ago at his presser. Quote, defensively, we're going to be good. We have depth. Our defensive line, we could just roll people up front. You look at some of these guys we got now. I think Javon Kinlaw is a creature. I mean, he's a beast, man. I haven't seen a guy like that too many times in the league. And that means something when it's coming from Aaron Rodgers, who checks notes, is entering year number 20. Calling Javon Kinlaw a creature and a freak and someone he hasn't seen too many times in his, again, checks notes, 20-year career. I mean, Javon Kinlaw, man, physically speaking, there's no questions. I mean, look at this guy. This is from Jets training camp. This is a recent photo of Javon Kinlaw. Look at those arms. Look at that. Whoo, boy, that could be some trouble for the other team. Also, I just kind of want to throw this out there. This is an old clip. This was shortly after he was signed. I'm going to be honest. She definitely, Caroline Hendershot, the Jets team reporter, was interviewing Kinlaw, nor did I have on my bingo card what he was going to say when she asked him, is there something the fans don't know about you? Let's just roll the footage.
If there's one thing that fans or anyone watching should know about you, what would you tell them?
I got 6 dogs. I got a Boro Bowl. I got an XL Bully, 4 Frenchies. I eat squirrels.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, snakes, rabbits, anything.
Okay.
I like to fish, hunt. I love fashion. And I'm a cool dude.
Did he just squeeze in there in the middle? I got some dogs. At the end, he's like, I'm a fashionista of sorts. In the middle, he said he eats squirrels. What the squirrels? That's wow. Okay, well, that's different. Squirrels, rabbits, snakes, anything he can catch. Hopefully that's quarterbacks this year, if you catch my drift. But squirrels. I see. I'm going to be honest, never had squirrel. Don't judge, but wow, that one caught me off guard. But either way, it seems like a fun personality and someone that we can root for. So really what we're rooting for here, as in any free agent the Jets have added, and we hear the story and the caveats on every gosh darn show, if healthy. I'm sure that's annoying for people. But if healthy, Javon Kinlaw, again, I just feel like, and maybe it's this elitist mentality, but boy, this is just unbelievable. And yes, NC said about his diet, he said yesterday to add the weight, it's 12 eggs, 6 chicken breasts. Let me see if I could get, I saw the full thing. Yeah, let me get Javon Kinlaw diet. Someone had it written out of everything. Oh, here it is. It's from Ryan Dunleavy of the New York Post. Here is Javon Kinlaw's new diet to add 35 pounds of lean muscle mass. Breakfast, 9 eggs, a whole avocado, and a handful of spinach. For lunch, 6 chicken breasts and a side salad. And for dinner, 1 pound of ground beef with a little pasta mixed in. Good Lord. Look at that diet. I mean, let me see that. Let me show you guys. See, this is from Ryan Dunleavy on Twitter of the New York Post. Kinlaw just spoke to the media yesterday. And he said this is, again, the meal plan for Javon Kinlaw to add 35 pounds of lean muscle mass and be the best he can be in a fresh start with the Jets. Again, for breakfast, 9 eggs, a whole avocado, a handful of spinach. For lunch, 6 chicken breasts and a side salad. And for dinner, 1 pound of ground beef with a little pasta mixed in. You know what's funny? Normally we'd be like, oh, yeah, we got some pasta with some ground beef mixed in. He had a pile of meat with some noodles thrown in there. What the hell? That is awesome. that is terrific. I just that is funny. All right, let me see. What is Javon? I don't know if we've updated here the New York Jets roster. Okay, they normally update weight when we get to training camp. So let me take a quick peek ski and see where we have Kinlaw listed at now. Let me see on Kinlaw, 319. So he don't look 319. It looks bigger than that, but 6'5", 319 pounds. Javon Kinlaw, the former first-round draft choice. Again, I'm just wildly excited about it. This guy looks like a freak, and apparently eats squirrel. I just got to hear that one more time. Roll the footage.
If there's one thing that fans or anyone watching should know about you, what would you tell them?
I got 6 dogs. I got a Boro Bowl. I got an XL Bully, 4 Frenchies. I eat squirrels.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, snakes, rabbits, anything.
Okay.
I like to fish, hunt. I love fashion. And I'm a cool dude.
Seems like it. NC saying he said 330 during the presser yesterday. Yeah, I'm just saying on the Jets website, they must have not updated it yet as he's working on his squirrel diet and all the other crap that apparently he's eating. But either way, hey, that works for me. So, yeah, he did look bigger than that. That's because he is. But, yeah, so we'll see if the Jets website updates their weights as we get closer to the season. Either way, the fact of the matter is that Javon Kinlaw is pretty good. Jared B was saying, why was Kinlaw crying? He was talking about his emotional story of getting here in dark times. You guys should go see it. It's on the New York Jets app. You could watch the full presser if you'd like yesterday, talking about his story. And think about all the trials and tribulations of a former first-round draft choice that obviously things didn't go well in San Francisco. They declined his fifth-year option, and they let him go. Good for him that he's able to, like, the Jets wanted him immediately, and he didn't have to, like, hang around in free agency. Luckily, he had that connection with Saleh, and that ultimately, obviously, leads him here to the Jets. But, yeah, there can be, as he talked about, dark times and things of that nature. Yeah, that was certainly part of the equation there for Javon Kinlaw. Matthias, I could go for a good squirrel. Yeah, that's different. Again, I used to live down south. I lived in South Carolina. Goose Creek, Somerville, lived in Georgia, St. Mary's. Shout out to all my southern people in the audience. Yes, I used to live down south. My father was in the Navy for 20 years. We moved all over the place, all over the East Coast a lot. And we were all over the place. And so see a lot of squirrel, but never have eaten it. The 411 Uncle Tio jumping in. Squirrel's good, but a little scratchy in the throat. LOL. Great. Well, hey, tastes nutty. I see. Yes. So squirrel, squirrel's not for everybody, but hey, squirrel tastes like chicken. NC says, okay. Well, different strokes, different folks. I will take your word for it as opposed to trying it myself. But hey, the thing that we want to see old Javon Kinlaw doing a sack in the quarterback, and boy, he's going to have ops because let's just be very blunt. If I'm an offensive coordinator or an offensive line coach, and I'm trying to figure out who we're blocking, Javon Kinlaw is probably last on the list, and that's not an insult to Kinlaw. Quinnen Williams, Hassan Reddick eventually. He will eventually show up. We can talk about that. We can open up the phone lines and talk about that. But Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, Hassan Reddick. I mean, you go through the list, you go boop, 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 and then eventually like, oh, yeah, and Javon Kinlaw. He should have a lot of one-on-one ops. And playing next to Quinnen, if you watched his top 100, we don't have the rights or I would play it. The top 100 clip of Quinnen Williams, who's a top 40 player in the NFL this year, according to the NFL top 100. Quinnen Williams, in every highlight they showed, is getting like double and triple teamed on every play. And if that's happening to him, that means Kinlaw should be running free. So that's an exciting part of the equation, I'd say. A very, very exciting part of the equation. Also open up the, I said, excuse me, I'll also open up, that's a tongue twister, the phone lines as well. We could get some questions or comments. By the way, I've appreciated everybody joining the coffee club, which again, you guys can do. Feel free to do so. YouTube.com right there on the front page. You guys can join the membership group for just a cup of coffee a month, $2.99. And you also get access to our Discord channel and all the emojis. And apparently Madden action happening, which I played Tim from Fishland yesterday. He put some more respect on my family because I got to beat him twice, which was nice. Get to play twice. I got to do a little bit of that. That's nice. And I have been playing a couple of Jet fans recently on Madden on the PS5, which was good. So really have been appreciating all the extra Madden action we've been doing on there. And I'm also in the Badlands. Shout out to them. They have their own college football dynasty. I'm Syracuse over there, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And that getting underway. That'll be cool. I've never played in an online dynasty before, so college football 25, I'll try to squeeze in some of that as well. Okay, the pinned comment is now the call-in line. So feel free, if you'd like to call into today's show, feel free to do so. That is youtube.com/boygreen25. That is the pinned comment on YouTube if you'd like to call into today's program. If you are watching, we have 400 people in the room, which we appreciate all you guys. Again, like the video, hit subscribe. That's a free way to contribute. If you'd like to call into the show, break the wall and jump through. If you're watching on Heavy on Jets, a Facebook page, shout out to Heavy, and Twitter @BoyGreen25. You just have to hop on over to, again, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. That's where all the magic is anyway. I appreciate anyone watching through any of the platforms, but YouTube's where it's at, baby. The comment section, the emojis, and all that fun jazz. So hopefully you guys can hop on over to that. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got our boy, Easy, here on the show. What's up, buddy?
Morning, Paul.
Okay. Any grievances you'd like to share?
No, but just listening to Kinlaw, I kept thinking about that meme that they had a couple of years back with the little boy going, "I like turtles."
He is. Yeah, I hadn't thought
He's
about
a
that in a few
character.
years. That's funny. Oh yeah, he's definitely a character, and
I like
he
him.
seems to have a really cool story. Yeah.
I like him. I think the situation that he had out in San Francisco just something soured, and I think he's going to be a first-round pick again. I think he's going to be the surprise of this year. I think he's going to have like 7 sacks. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I really do.
And obviously,
I think he's going to be really good.
Staff believes in him because they
I think
paid him
he's
a lot of
happy to
money.
be back. Yeah, I think he's happy to be back with Saleh. I really
for
think
sure.
that was his boy, and when Saleh left, I think he just wasn't happy with the new guys that were there for whatever reason, and I think he's going to be a freak this year.
I think so too. I think again, a lot of people talked about Quentin Jefferson and losing him, and again, that kind of sucked because he went to Cleveland. But boy, obviously the Jets paid. So Quentin Jefferson got the same contract this year from the Browns he got from the Jets last year. The Jets gave Javon Kinlaw double what Quentin Jefferson got, which should tell you how much they feel about him and what he can bring to the table. So another young buck and another former first-round draft choice. The Jets, I believe, have 6 of them in their front 7, which is spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he looks the part. I'll tell you that. He definitely looks the part. Anyway, I just wanted to make it brief. You have a good morning. I'm feeling a little better, guys. Can't wait till I see the hospital bills. I don't have medical coverage. I was in a donut hole when this happened.
Oh, Jesus.
I may have to do a GoFundMe just to take care of the hospital bills, but maybe I can get some help out there. But I'm not doing it until I know what the bills are, because I'm not one of these guys that wants to try to make $500,000 on a $12,000 bill, you know?
100%. Well, if and when that happens, Easy, just let us know. We'll help out with what we can, buddy.
Yeah, we have a great community. I know who's that gentleman that has the cancer who's been on a few times?
That I'm not sure. I'm not sure the name, but I know who you're talking about because he's on Jake's show all the time. But
I donated to him. I did one of those. Jake was doing a super chat thing where all the super chats were going towards him. I think I sent like $5 or $10 at the time.
Oh, nice.
You know, You got to help out. I mean, we're a
Keith, I'm
community. We're
guessing,
people.
is, yeah, Shadowrum just said it's Keith. So shout out
Keith,
to
right? Yeah,
Keith. Yes, yeah.
yeah. He's going through chemo. He's having a little rough time of it right now. But I think they got him tickets to a game and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, so hopefully we can take care of you. So yeah, once you know all those details, let us know and send all the information over.
I appreciate it. You know, it's just a couple of dollars. I don't want people donating $50 or anything crazy. Just
Yeah.
a couple cups of coffee, maybe something like that. That's it.
Okay.
When I was sick with COVID, I didn't do my taxes at the time, so I couldn't even claim unemployment, even though I had my own business. So I suffered through it, and so I didn't get any. Didn't even get any of that. What do you call it? Stimulus money.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
make it through.
Yeah.
I make it through. But I was debt free until I got sick. Debt free. I think I owed like $800 to the IRS. Yeah, something simple, no biggie.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to have, like a $25,000 bill now just because I got sick in the hospital for 3 lousy days.
100%. So yeah.
So people can help a little bit. That's fine. And when I say help a little bit, I mean a little bit. $2, $3. That's it.
Sure.
Don't break your bank for me. I'm just some schmuck that likes the Jets.
Well, yeah, like I said, once all those details are finalized, we will help try to organize and rally some of our people in here to see if we can help you out there, pal.
Appreciate it, man. You guys have a good day. Bye.
All right. Thank you to EZ for joining us, and let's give him one of these. Let's turn up the volume here and give a strong one of these to our boy EZ. Okay, let's again when those details are up, we will share those. And thank you, everybody. Yeah, my brain failed for a second, so thank you, Keith Best, to 411 on New York Sports, aka Uncle Tio. Shout out to Keith and what he's got going on. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. We got Ricky New York live here on the program. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great, buddy.
How you doing?
It's great to see you. Yeah, excellent, man.
To you too.
Yeah, what's on your mind? Oh, and dropped out. Yeah, I thought there was something weird because I was like, we weren't there. Yeah, we are all schmucks, but yeah, you know what? It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. We're a great Jets community. That's what happens. We all rally and support one another. And let's all pour one out for Ricky's Wi-Fi. Actually, yeah, let's do one of these. That's got to be like the next GoFundMe, is that Wi-Fi situation. That might be next. But it was good to see Ricky. At least we got our pleasantries. We got our hello and goodbye in there. That was nice. Well, let's talk about it, guys. I'm excited again. I'm excited about Kinlaw. I'm excited about a lot of guys, but this Hassan Reddick situation. The reason why, when you guys come to this video section, and you guys may say, "Oh wow, it's 7:15. I don't see a video coming up yet from Paul that's going live. Like, what's going on? Did Paul forget? What happened?" No forgetting. That didn't happen. It'd be impossible to forget. We've been going on like a year and a half straight. But I'm waiting and hoping that eventually one of these mornings we're going to be able to do a Hassan Reddick like, woo, he signed podcast and in a celebration show of some kind for putting that together. But it hasn't happened yet. And boy, the fines are adding up, people. I was doing the math yesterday. Here we go. Let me give you the updated numbers on the fine situation for Hassan Reddick. Okay, get your calculators out. Here's how much Hassan Reddick has been fined thus far. So he missed OTAs with the New York Jets. He showed up for his introductory press conference and then he skipped town. Missing the OTAs cost him $250,000 in workout bonuses. So there's $250,000 down the drain. Okay. He he was fined $100,000 because he skipped minicamp. So up to $350,000 in fines. He is fined $50,000 per day for every training camp day missed. The Jets just wrapped up day 6 yesterday. That's an additional $300,000. So now we're up to $650,000. Now, yesterday, the Jets have an optional fine for Javon Kinlaw, and they can fine him for not appearing at training camp after a certain amount of time, which was yesterday. So it's an additional $300,000 on top of everything else. So are you keeping track? $100,000 for 2 days of minicamp, $50,000 for every day of missed training camp so far, which is $300,000. An additional $300,000 for being this deep into camp without showing up. $250,000 for the skipping of OTAs. All in all, we're up to $950,000 in fines so far. And if Hassan Reddick does not show up today, that will go to $1 million. And it's important to note, for the training camp fines that are accruing day after day after day, the $50,000 per day, those are non-waivable. The Jets just can't make everything better by waving the magic wand and booyah, you get that money back. He cannot get that money back. So if Hassan Reddick's not there today, it will be up to $1 million in fines. Again, I repeat, so far. So more on that in just a second. I believe we have Ricky back. Let's try that again. What's up, Ricky?
Hey, sorry about that, Paul. I was trying to shut another tab, and I accidentally shut my
Okay, that's all right,
tab.
pal.
My bad. I fumbled.
That's okay. I've done that before.
I was just going to tell EZ, like when they go to do your credit rating, they don't really count hospital bills against you because they figure everybody has one of those somewhere here or there. What they look at is like an electric bill or a lease or a car lease or something where you entered a contract that you did not fulfill, but they don't hold hospital bills.
Oh, that's good to know.
Okay. Just in case that'll give him a little bit of peace of mind. At any rate, as far as Kinlaw, like, I'm excited to see what Kinlaw adds, as well as Fotu, possibly being that run stuffer that we've needed. The one thing that I can say about, this coaching staff, this front office is they've been very good at identifying players that fit this system and getting the most out of them. A la Al Woods, Quentin Jefferson. And, the fact that not only Fotu, but, we bring in Kinlaw, we brought in Tack McKinley, a couple of, former first round picks. And, McKinley's already been flashing some. So, I wasn't necessarily real stoked about the McKinley signing at first because this is going to sound bad on my part, maybe a little bit too judgmental. But whenever I hear his name, all I can think of is like when he got drafted and he dropped the F-bomb on like national TV. And I'm thinking, oh, bonehead. Great. So we added a bonehead.
Yes.
But you know what? Hell, if I actually got drafted in the NFL, I'd be so excited I'd probably drop 50 F-bombs. So I can't hold that.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And so, but you know what? I think it's awesome. And as well as Tariq Cohen, a guy that probably was an afterthought for a lot of people. But, it's going to be really nice to see, how these pieces fit. And, look at what JD's done in the past with DJ Reed, Quincy Williams, making the top 100 list. Congrats to Quincy. Very well deserved. But he was like a reclamation project that came from like Jacksonville or something, and has turned into a star here. So, I feel very comfortable with this front office and their ability to identify not only talent, but guys that fit our scheme specifically and getting the most out of them. So, that in mind, looking forward to great things this year, and can't wait to get it started, man. Almost there, baby. So close.
We are. We got the Hall of Fame game this Thursday, which is great. And then the next week, we have our first preseason game, which is Jets Commanders. So it's going to be awesome, Ricky. Thanks for the call, brother.
No problem. Have a good day, Paul.
All right. You too, buddy. Yeah, so people, by the way, Quincy Williams being higher than Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams? Interesting. Right? Wasn't it Quincy 32 and like Sauce was like 37 and Quinton was someone else? Like again, Quincy's awesome. And I can't. So wait, how does this math work, by the way? So Quincy Williams, according to the ESPN officials, wasn't a top 10 linebacker, but he was the 32nd best player in the entire league last year. How does that math? Spoiler alert, it doesn't. That doesn't make any sense, but it's neither here nor there. Like, for instance, Tony says in here, let's bring up your comment, Tony. Tony Alexio from YouTube. JD overpaid for Kinlaw, Tony says. Well, let's see. People say that, right? Like that was the Michael Nania quote. Here's the headline. I have the tab pulled up. Okay, let's read the headline to the universe here. If this loads up here, we've got Javon Kinlaw wild overpay is New York Jets wild overpay of Javon Kinlaw highlights big franchise issue. What a bold and big worded headline. Their wild overpay of Javon Kinlaw highlights a big franchise issue. Well, that seems a little hyperbolic, but hey, different strokes, different folks, I guess. But did he overpay? We'll see. We'll see the production. If he sucks, it's an overpay. If he's awesome, Joe Douglas build him a statue. It's just that simple. And we'll see. I'm excited, though, about Kinlaw. But back to Reddick real quick, and we'll get to some of your other questions or comments. Feel free to call into the show. Feel free to like the video, hit the subscribe, and some new members, perhaps, on the Boy Green Coffee Club. I'd love to play the draft chimes and scream from the rooftops. Let me see what our number is. 1 second here. Let me go to YouTube, and let's get the latest numbers. Our next membership emoji group is at 125. Let me get where we're at right now. I'll give you an updated number. 1 second. Here we are. We are at, hold on tight. The drama's building. We are at, for memberships, 107. So we are 18 members away from the next emoji being unlocked. So keep an eye out for that. We're at 107. The next membership unlocking, from what the YouTube overlords tells me, is 125. So we'll see how quickly we can get there and unlock more emojis and give more work to Snowball to add some other stuff to the rotation. So again, we'll see what other stuff we could get there from that. To 411, Uncle Tio says, Paul, it's that newfangled math the kids are doing nowadays. Common Core math. That scares the hell out of me. My daughter... she turns 3 in a couple of months in January. She turns 3. And then I have my unborn child that comes out November. So I'm not looking forward to Common Core math. I'm not looking forward to old math, like math in general. I'm not a math guy. I faked being a math guy once. Absolutely not a math guy. So let's hope that's a strength of her mother. But we'll have to approach that bridge when we get there. But yikes. And Matthias says, okay, I'm off on the road for deliveries, not done. Anybody cares? I'm becoming just a listener. Go Jets. Hey, well, we appreciate it, Matthias. Again, whether you're listening, watching, or whatever you're doing, we appreciate you. All right, let's jump on over to the phone lines. We got our boy Hep here on the program. Good morning, Hep.
Hey, Paul. I think you're getting together with Jake Asman, and when the season starts, and you're doing a Friday show.
Yeah, it was supposed to start last Friday, but he got a national radio call, so he said he had to bail. But so it should start this Friday at 3:00. It'll be on this channel and his. Yep.
Right. Because I see a lot of the bleed over coming over from his show coming to your show. Well, that happens anyway with a lot of this.
Sure.
But I was thinking it might be interesting to do a thing. When I was growing up, there was Monday Night Football with Howard Cosell, and then there was Frank Gifford, and there was Don Meredith in the booth. And the three of them really played off each other well. I was thinking that something like if you, Jake, and maybe Matt O'Leary or something, because you need someone who's kind of a level-headed.
Yeah, you need, like, again, I was just hearing it. People were talking about the Deadpool Wolverine movie and grown-ups, I guess, where you need a straight person. You know, like you can't have everyone goofing around or the whole show is a mess. But you need, like, a straight guy. And I was like, okay.
So Matt O'Leary would be good at that. And
for
Jake,
sure.
I could see you calling a game. If you called a game and you all did it, I would turn my sound down on my TV and listen to you guys call the game. One of you guys,
okay.
one of you guys call the duties. All right, the play is up the middle to the left.
Yeah, play by play, right? The bare bones of the foundation. I understand what you're saying.
Right,
Yeah.
and then you have the other guy who's like the comic relief kind of guy, and
Yeah.
And Matt O'Leary could be this guy. Okay, let's pull it all together, guys.
But let's rein it back in, boys. Hey, okay, let's get back on track here. Again, it's 3rd and 4, 12:24 remaining in the first quarter, boys. There's a football game going on out there. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's start pitching that. Happy going to start calling into the other show, start planting the seeds, nurturing this beast, and seeing let's see where it goes. That'd be spectacular.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys.
I appreciate that. Hep, okay. All right. I love the, well, I will say this. The 3-man booth has to be executed properly. You need a proper one. When they did the 3-man booth with Jason Witten, good Lord, that was one of the worst broadcasts I've ever seen. That was terrible. But if you do it appropriately, it can be quite effective. So, yeah, I'm open to it. Let's see if Jake Asman, Matt O'Leary, they're into that sort of thing. That'd be great. But yes, so yeah, let's make that happen. Yeah, and I will be doing, so again, it's supposed to start this Friday at 3:00, and then every Friday there on after. Me and Jake Asman should be putting the pieces together and doing it. So hope you guys can tune in every Friday at 3:00. Today at 3:00, we'll have me and James Woody. We'll be back on the show. That'll be great. Thursday, it'll be me, Woody, and Joe Blewett of JetsXFactor.com. Looking forward to that. That'll be Thursday, 3:00. Or 3-ish. We might have to go earlier. I can't remember the time frame for him, but we'll double check that train. I'll have to double check the time on that one, but we'll figure either way. We'll figure out all the pieces to that puzzle and make it happen. And we should be having a phenomenal guest later this week, so keep an eye out for it. We're gonna have someone from the NFL Media Group on the show. I believe that'll be our Boy Green Daily on Friday morning. So, book it, baby. We're going to have a big-time guest on the show. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be excellent. I'm very much looking forward to that one. But just to reiterate for those who missed it on the fines for Hassan Reddick. Again, he's not showed up to this point, but I keep waiting to hopefully do a Hassan Reddick show. But here are the fines again. He got fined $100,000 for skipping 2 days of mandatory minicamp. He gave up a $250,000 workout bonus for skipping OTAs. We're up to $350,000. He loses $50,000 per day from every Jets camp missed. We're up to $300,000 there. That takes us to $650,000. Plus, when you miss this amount of time in camp and still don't show up, there's an additional optional fee, which is 15% of the signing bonus, which is an additional $300,000 on top of that. And speaking of the math and try to keep up with that, that is $950,000 in fines thus far. And if he misses today, that's another $50,000, which takes us to $1 million. So, boy, oh boy, that is this is getting spicy. Hassan Reddick appears to be quite dug in. And the more the fines are accumulating, I thought that the fines accumulating for him would be like, okay, let's stop playing around. Let me just show up to camp and start negotiating, which is what the Jets wanted. But if he keeps holding out, he's not getting this money back. He can get a raise and he could get some new money, but he's not getting that money back. To me, you could get both money. You could show up and not get fined $50,000 a day and get whatever other money hopefully you can get out of the Jets. But hey, different strokes, different folks in this process. All right, let's go back to the phone lines, baby. FL Phil 98 graces us with his presence. What's up, pal?
Hey, Paul. Good morning. I just wanted to jump on and let everybody know I found the score 1260. If anybody's looking for a little more Boy Green in their life, it's really simple, man. You Google 1260 the score. It comes up. You click on it. Hit live, and boom, you're listening. So just thought I'd throw that out there.
Well, since you brought it up, I will let people know. If people can't get enough of Nick Faria, for instance, who joins me every Wednesday for Boy Green Daily, he has agreed to do weekly radio spots. We'll have additional Jets coverage. And that, by the way, the grace of God that you brought that up here on the show today, it is every Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning. So Nick Faria will be joining me this morning in a couple hours on my radio show. That's audio only, no video element to that, but also try to put that out on the Boy Green Daily podcast feed. So if you guys aren't able to tune in live, I'll put it there as well so you guys can listen to that. But yes, Nick Farrow will be joining me every Tuesday at 10:30 from this week, the very first week that he's joining us, all the way through the full season. So it'll be a lot of fun. But I appreciate the shout out, buddy.
No problem, Paul. I just something I wanted to jump on and tell everybody real quick. Okay, and peace to EZ.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you, FL Phil 98 for that. Yeah, so guys, I do radio every day. It's Monday through Friday. It's a Man Shout show with yours truly, Boy Green, of course. And it's Monday through Friday, 10 to 12. Now, I will just let you know, because I've had a Jet person like say, oh, cool, Paul's on the radio. Let me hop on over. They're like, wait a second. He's not talking Jets the entire show. I'm like, well, no, I that's what this is for. But yeah, on the radio, we talk a little bit of everything. Could be Jets, Giants, Bills, Syracuse, NFL topics. We were debating the Tua Jordan Love thing yesterday. So yeah, it's some extracurricular activity. So guys, you guys can feel free to tune in to that. Excuse me. Again, it's 10 to 12. You guys can tune in if you're local here to Syracuse. You could go to the dial to score 1260. But if you're like FL Phil or other people that are in different places in the universe, you can either go to the app, the Score 1260 app. I have it right on my phone. It's very easy and simple to click and play off the phone, or you can just go to the website, thescore1260.com. Same thing as FL Phil said. You just Google it, bing, boom, bam, comes right up. Like I said, we are live. We also have a SoundCloud page for most of our interviews, but like I said, the Jet interviews I'll be putting up on the channel as well. All right, baby. Ask and you shall receive. There you go. New member. The 411 on New York Sports again every Friday night at 6 o'clock. Jug Artist 14. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. And as you see right there as well from Jared B., that is the link to our Discord. Every time you gain a membership, you gain access to our Discord. Jared B. is both our moderator and the boss of the Discord. So shout out to Uncle Tio. Thank you for gifting the memberships, pal. That takes us, we're 17 away from the next emoji, baby. So let's keep pounding those away. Appreciate it from Uncle Tio. And there it is. This is from our guy, Jared B. This is the Discord link. Click and join. You can join our Discord. All kinds of shenanigans where we talk Jets 24/7. So it's beyond the lengths of the show, of course. And like I said, meetups and things for the Jet games, or just talking about any kinds of other sports, fantasy football, Jets, NFL, and all that jazz. You guys can check out as well. So feel free to do so. That is the Discord. So Jug Artists, click that Discord link that's on the screen and also above you from Jared B. to get full access to your membership. Oh, come on, honey. Yeah, sure. You can come on the show. There you go. All right. World, Zariah Luna World. Here you are. Let's play your little intro video, okay, honey? Let's do that for you. Do you remember where the video is? Huh? It's going to be, you remember the wow? Remember the wow? Here it is. Look. Wow. That's you. Wow. Isn't that grand? All right, let's go on over. We have another YouTube membership from Card Cave Central. Look at this guy. And he promised a great story time that's coming up, Zariah, about how he's going to Jets practice today. And he's going in the family section. Ooh, what could that be? I don't know. Draft time. Let's give a shout out to a new member, Jet Life 321. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, buddy. And by the way, like I said, if you're tuning in live, you could check out the Discord link that Jared B just dropped. So thank you to Card Cave Central CCC. And I'm looking forward to it for that coming up. Whoa, let's not press that button. All right, here we go. 1 second as we're operating here. One arm. Okay, but Card Cave Central, please join the Discord. I thought you were already in it, but make sure that you lock that in so we can hear the story about how you're getting to a training camp today. Yeah, that's you. You're squinting here. Let me fix your hair so they can see your beautiful face. Look at that. You want to say hi to the people? Say, hey, everybody. There you go. A woman of few words. We could appreciate that. Here, let me see. Huh? Up, nope, don't take the binky out. Okay, Dad. Understood. Do not take the Bobo out of the mouth. You can just sit here and watch. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, she's a beaut. Absolutely. She's growing big. The 411, as Uncle Tio says, to the 500 plus people in the room, we appreciate you. Like and subscribe. That is the free way to contribute to the channel. That is it, baby. So if you guys would like to join or show your support, that'd be an easy way to do so. Every show, you can do it. Phil says she's getting big, Paul. She is getting big. She is absolutely getting big. It's crazy. I got to use the right word. I called it a binky back from the 90s, but it's supposed to use Bobo. Bobo is what I'm supposed to use. Phil says future Jets moderator. Yeah, let's get her on it. That'd be great. That'd be phenomenal. CCC said he's in, but he's all trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that story, Carcave. So please make sure that you share that. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Anywho, okay, let me see. Let me go through some other comments here. We got FL Phil said she's adorable. She absolutely is. And her name is Araya Luna. That's her first name. Yep. And hey, how about this? Whoop. Yeah. Oh. You want to say hi to the 500 people in the room, Zariah? Go on. Lay it on them. Yep, that's your milk. Yep. Uh-huh. You want to say hi? Hello? Everybody? Yeah, I moved her hand. So, yeah, what about a JETS chant? Would that do something for you, hon? Yeah. Talking to the mic, honey. Go ahead. Yeah, wow. Mm-hmm. Yep, but right in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, nope, don't grab the computer, honey. Yeah, you can just say hello. Oh boy, we got another membership, baby. Here we go. Zariah, you are good for business. Memberships are pouring in, honey. Whatever you're doing is working. Keep doing it. Okay, great. That's a pen. All right, let's shout out to Christopher Thibault. Thibodeau. Okay, Christopher Thibodeau. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, fella. And make sure, like I said, you're tuning in to the comment section for the Discord link to get in there. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Uncle Tio. All right, baby. We are moving and grooving now. I think that's what was that? 3 memberships. So what were we? We were 18 away. We're at 15 away from the next emoji, baby. Nice. Yes. NC says, Paul, you got to work on the chant with her next. Yes, that's absolutely true. For the Jets Patriots game, she'll be at the hotel. She won't be at the game because we'll be doing other fun stuff after. Oh, Thibodeau. Oh, like Kayvon Thibodeau. Okay, that was that spelled the same? No, either way. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I got to work on that too. Let's see. Ricky says, Paul, you should grow your hair out like her. You'd be a wild man. Yeah, look at this beautiful hair. Look at this. Spectacular. Let's not pick the nose on air, honey. Okay, that's unbecoming. Yeah, that's unbecoming, honey. But thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, yeah. Here, honey, why don't you go here. Yep. Just say, why don't you say goodbye, honey? Go ahead. Say bye, everybody. Hello, everybody. Something? Here, look. Yeah, go. Now. Okay, well, Thank you so much for coming over, hon. You have a great day. Okay, there you go. Beautiful daughter. Zariah Luna. Let's go. Yeah, grow the hair out. I did almost do it once. We watched the, what's that movie? A Star is Born. I almost grew out the locks just to see what would happen. The longest I've ever had it is like to my eyebrows. It's basically the longest I've ever had it. It's growing out right now just because I need to make sure for the, well, I will have to do it. I guess we have a fantasy draft, which is a month from today. That's at a local facility. So I'm going to have to clean up visually for that. And plus, obviously, we'll have the Jets-Patriots game a few days after. A couple weeks after, I guess. So that'll be fun, too. But yeah, that would be fun to grow out the hair. Why not? I don't think she's interested in money. Maybe gummy bears. Yeah, she does like gummy bears. That could be fun too. Jersey Jet, you look like a fun dad. God bless you and the family. Appreciate that, Jersey. Yeah, it's a real trip. And as Jared B says, Card Cave, wherever you are, and you said that you're gonna tell us about the story. Yeah, get photos, and that would be my advice for the Jets training camp and all that stuff. Make sure you take as many pictures as possible. We'd love to hear the full story on Discord. So you guys let us know that. I'm looking forward to the rest of that. That's also true from CCC. We're about to go back to the phone lines, but she's lucky. It took me 39 years to see a Jets Super Bowl. Go to take her, 3 years to see one? I know. I told her she came in at the right time. Not too shabby. All right, let's go to the phone lines here. All right. Tim from Fishland. It looks like he's recovered from yesterday's festivities. What's up, pal?
What's up, bud? My head's hurting.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah. Keep gloating. Keep gloating. Mr. Go 4-2 in overtime.
That's true. And to go for two in overtime to win, and then because if he drops that, and you guys can see it on our if you go to my live videos and skip to the end of the stream, which is like an hour and a half because we played 2 games. If you go to the end of that, you will see I went for 2 at the end of the game. We went to overtime. He scored a touchdown, kicked an extra point. I got one chance to tie or obviously get a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion to win the game, and yeah. I went for 2, and thankfully his guy was a little ahead and somehow snuck it behind him. I don't know how the math or the physics work on that, but I was happy it happened. That's for sure.
But my thing is, though, why is it? Because in normal overtime rules, it's just whoever gets the ball and they score first, you don't get another chance unless it's playoffs, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So in the play, if you're in the regular season and you score a field goal, the other team gets a chance. If you score a touchdown, it's over in the regular season. It's done.
Yeah.
In the play, you score a touchdown, the other team gets a chance. So apparently,
so Madden runs off
playoff rules. I assume just for the fun of it, because like they have no differentiation between regular season playoffs when you're playing like an online game. Like, what difference is it? So I assume they just make it so you both get an opportunity.
All right.
Which I fully appreciate, by the way. I fully appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
But that was fun, man. Yeah, it's been fun to be streaming these games and playing on Madden. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially when it goes back and forth like that.
That was cool. I'll be honest. A couple other games. Oh, it was K-Brock who I was playing with, and some of them I got off against him too. I got off to a really big point lead, and then I blew that one. He was playing as the Packers. That did not work out well for me. At the end, I blew it. But yeah, they have been fun so far. I have not been curb stomped, so that's the great news. I've not been streaming it where I lose 45-0, get beat with a rusty wrench. So hopefully that does not happen.
I did the first one. Like I did the first one.
But still, at least you made it
everything else could go wrong.
Yeah, but at least you fought back in it. Then you had crazy plays and you got back into it. So at least you didn't lie down and die.
Yeah. I see that you like to run a lot of cover one press.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
It sometimes bites me though when I'm like, "Hey DJ, slap on the ass because we played Jet." And I'm like, "Hey DJ, go take care of Garrett Wilson, pal." And then he scores a touch. I'm like, "DJ, what the hell happened, man? What happened?" Yeah, so that
well,
can sometimes bite
the problem with cover one press is if you're playing like a running quarterback and they can get outside the pocket, you know what I mean? Those people that like to play with like Lamar and Patrick Mahomes and shit like that and Josh Allen, they'll beat you badly on crossing routes.
Yeah, and if you escape, you break contain, like everyone's man on man, so they're looking at their guys. They're not playing zone where they're looking ahead. So yeah, that could get me in trouble too when they start scrambling.
I don't like doing that. You know, that's one of the reasons why I like playing with the Jets and with Rodgers, is because I like to stay in the pocket. Because once you go to one side of the field, you're literally cutting off half the field.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
All righty. Well, I got to get back to work.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Tim, and the rematch is coming in the future. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I need to take a fucking nap, though, today. I was up late. No,
yeah,
I
there
got
you go.
Something else is going on. Like, I get, like, some sort of pins and needles in my head.
Ugh,
Had since Sunday. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I would go see a doctor. That does not sound good at all. Yeah.
All righty.
Well, thanks for calling in, Tim. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, bud.
Yep. All right. See you. Yeah, Tim, by the way, hit us up and let's give her one of these. Me and Tim were getting some Madden in yesterday, and I've been trying to do it. Ocho Nueve says, how do we play Madden with you? So I'm on PS5. So if you just look up my gamer tag, which is convenient, it's BoyGreen25. You guys can add me, and then at some point we can set it up. Normally I play at night because I work during the day. Like, for instance, today I'm about to leave in a few minutes to the radio station. I do my radio show, and I'm doing jet work all day. Then I work for the Syracuse Mets, and then I head home. So I'm not home till 10, 11 o'clock at night. Excuse me. So it's normally at night is when I play for the most part. So if you guys want to play Madden with me, you can just hit me up on PS5, BoyGreen25, and I try to stream the games now. I've been doing that for like the last week as I've been getting back into it of streaming games and stuff. I still got to figure out the commentary. I thought I turned on the mics last night, but I didn't. So you guys are just watching the game. You're not hearing my commentary, which I'm sure is not as interesting. So I will try to figure that part of the equation out, Ocho Nueve. But if you'd like to play me, yeah, you can just hit me up, friend me on PS5, and then we could try to link up a time and figure it out. That'd be great. And we also talk about it in the Discord. So if you join the Boy Green Coffee Club, which, like I said, is $2.99 a month, you're in the Discord, and that can also help make it easier to organize and set up Madden games and stuff because we have that in there as well. Well, everybody, I do want to thank the 600 people in the room, and thanks for all the super chats and my daughter coming over. She left her milk over here, though, so I don't know what happened there. But the point is that it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And how old is Papa Green? I'm assuming you're talking about my father. He's 21. He's 21. Yep. He's turned 21 the last couple of years, each year. Yeah, he's a great guy. Phenomenal. Terrence Hill, by the way, says, I haven't played Madden since PS2 and Chad Pennington. And so I play with my, I don't get to play with my dad all the time because we're in separate locations. He lives in Atlanta and New Hampshire. So I don't get to, I'm not like hanging out with him every day. But when we do hang out, like we'll be together for the Jets Patriots game, I'm sure I'll bring my system so we can play in the hotel or something. And when we used to play when I was a kid, I used to be the Jets, of course. And I'd have Chad Pennington. I'd be the Jets, he'd be the Cowboys. And I'd throw a slant route to like Lavernia Skulls and a nice like 5-yard slant. And John Madden, who was the voice at the time, gets on there and he would say, John Madden would go, well, Chad Pennington doesn't have the strongest arm. And I'd be like, what the hell? Huh? What the? I'd be like, what do you mean? Like, why the random pot shot at Chad Pennington? So he always got made fun of in the video game for his arm talent. And I'd be like, come on, man, what the? So yeah, so unfortunately caught a lot of strays with Chad Pennington when I played. Not cool. Every time I'd throw like a little pass and I'd be like, not the strongest arm, but boy, he's going out there and trying. And I'd be like, come on, man. And my dad would always give me shit for it too. I'd be like, you bastard. So yeah, so we'll try to get some of that in, but yeah, feel free, everybody. For those who want to do the extracurricular activity, college football 25, Madden action. I'll eventually be back on 2K in a couple of months, so we'll throw some basketball in there. Why not? But like I said, you can organize all of that if you guys head on over to the Discord channel. And the way to get on the Discord is, like I said, joining the Boy Green Coffee Club, which gives you access to the Discord. David D says, I remember Chad Pennington in NFL Blitz, and you are a newer version than me. The NFL Blitz I had on the 64. I'm pretty sure that was Glenn Foley is who I had on the NFL Blitz on the 64. But, hey, I never had the Pennington version of the NFL Blitz. And there you go. The Jared B just dropped the Discord invite in there. And again, to get all the access to everything, you got to be a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. So again, you can join whether you're watching live or after the fact. If you go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/boygreen25, right in the front page of my channel, you should see a big fat join button. Click that, bing, boom, bam. It should get access to Discord and everything else. So thank you, everybody, for joining us here on the show. We'll be back in a few hours. We're coming up live at 3 o'clock. With James Woody, hopefully with an update on the Hassan Reddick situation. If not, we'll give you the latest from Jets practice today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you in a couple hours for Boy Green Meets Woody right here on Boy Green's YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody. Peace out. See ya.